Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome everyone. Today, we've got a really fantastic step-by-step explainer lined up for you, completely designed to demystify YouTube monetization. If you've ever found yourself wondering exactly how the platform actually pays its creators, or, the exact steps you need to take to get there yourself, well, you are in the exact right place. We're going to break down the whole creator's roadmap with a super clear, easy-to-follow structure.
So let me just ask you right off the bat, are you ready to monetize your channel? Are you ready to take that content creation from just a fun little hobby and turn it into a literal revenue-generating business? I know it's a huge dream for so many of us, but honestly, the mechanics behind it can sometimes feel like a bit of a total mystery. Well, we're fixing that today.
Here is our roadmap. We're covering 5 key areas: the monetization milestones, where the money originates, the revenue split reality, getting paid the process, and finally, real earnings per 1,000 views. Let's get to it.
Starting with Section 1, the monetization milestones. Think of these as your foundational hurdles. These are the absolute non-negotiable thresholds every single creator has to clear before they can earn a dime.
To get that channel monetized, you're looking at a very specific 2-step process. Step 1 is pretty straightforward. You need to hit 1,000 subscribers. And what's actually really cool about this is there is no time limit whatsoever on getting those 1,000 subs. Take a month, take 5 years, it doesn't matter. But for Step 2, you've actually got a choice, depending on the kind of stuff you like to make. You either need to accumulate 4,000 watch hours on your long-form content within the last 365 days, or you can shoot for 10 million views on YouTube Shorts within the last 90 days.
Now, you might be wondering, how exactly is that watch time calculated? It's not just about getting someone to click, it's all about retention. So, say someone watches 2 minutes of a 5-minute upload. Well, exactly 2 minutes are counted toward that 4,000-hour goal. If the very next person sticks around for all 5 minutes, boom, you add 5 minutes to the total. It just cumulatively adds up over the year. Keeping the math simple like this really illustrates how every single minute of audience attention truly counts.
And here's some really reassuring news for you. You only need to fulfill either of those Step 2 criteria. The moment you hit the long-form watch hours or the Shorts views threshold, alongside your 1,000 subs, of course, your entire channel ecosystem is eligible to earn. Seriously, whether you post a 10-second short tomorrow or a 2-hour documentary, they both get monetized. You don't have to somehow unlock them separately.
All right, moving to Section 2, where the money originates, the advertising ecosystem. Because a really common question for beginners is just, why exactly would YouTube hand you money just for uploading? Well, the answer lies entirely in the advertising ecosystem. It works like this. Viewers click to watch your stuff, and adverts will play. Maybe it's one of those 5-second skippable ones at the start, or maybe a mid-roll ad right in the middle. Outside companies are actually paying YouTube real money for the right to show those ads to your specific audience. So YouTube isn't just handing out free money, right? They are sharing the revenue generated directly from the traffic that you attracted. Which brings us to Section 3, the revenue split reality. Because once those advertising dollars actually roll in, they've got to be divided up. You're entering into a literal business partnership here. The absolute crucial point here is how that revenue split completely flips depending on your format. For long-form uploads, the creator actually gets the lion's share. 55% goes right to you, and YouTube takes 45%. But for Shorts, it's the exact opposite. YouTube takes the 55%, and you keep 45%. It is just so incredibly important to know the exact terms of your partnership depending on where you're spending your creative energy. Okay, Section 4, getting paid, the process. How the money actually arrives. Earning it is one thing, right? But how does it get into your bank account? A lot of new creators stress out thinking they'll have to deal with crazy international wire transfers or Western Union. Let me completely dispel that right now. The whole process is wonderfully simple. First, after you're monetized, you just need to earn an initial $10. Once you cross that mini milestone, Google physically mails a Google AdSense pin straight to your house. Once you get that letter, you hop online, enter the code to verify it's really you, and punch in your local bank details. After that, it's completely automatic. Around the 25th or 26th of every single month, YouTube deposits your earnings directly into your bank account, auto-converted into your local currency. For the source creator we're looking at today, that means getting paid directly in Pakistani rupees without any extra hassle whatsoever. And finally, Section 5, real earnings per 1,000. This is where we talk about geographic impact. Time for a very grounded reality check, folks. The amount you earn per 1,000 views, it isn't fixed at all. It's heavily impacted by where your viewers are sitting. If your audience is mostly in places like the US or the UK,
Advertisers pay a premium. If your audience is primarily in a country like Pakistan, those earnings per view are going to be quite a bit more moderate. To put that in perspective, let's look at a live example pulled directly from our source creator's own dashboard. They had a recent upload that garnered 3,789 total views. And for those specific views, the total amount earned was 669.41 Pakistani rupees.
So when we actually do the math on that, it breaks down to roughly 176 PKR per 1,000 views. Now I know, looking at that number, some of you might be feeling a little deflated. It's totally natural to think, wait, I thought I was going to be rich overnight. But managing those early expectations is absolutely vital, so you don't just burn out and quit in month 2.
But hey, do not get discouraged, because this quote right here, this changes everything. You are just looking at one video. Older videos keep running and earning. This is where the magic actually happens. Success doesn't just come from your newest upload performing well. Here is the real, undeniable secret to the platform. It's the compounding effect. Think of it like a snowball. If you build up a massive library over time, let's say you've got 1,000 uploads sitting there, and they are each quietly getting just 500 views a month, that equals massive compounding monthly earnings. It's the combination of all your old views constantly trickling in, joining forces with your brand new views, that generates substantial wealth over the years. It is an absolute marathon, definitely not a sprint.
Now, as a quick aside, if you are out there struggling to grow and hit those initial 1,000 subscriber and watch time milestones we talked about, our source creator actually offers a complete channel growth course. They've currently got it discounted down from 2,500 PKR to 1,000 PKR, and you can access it directly via their WhatsApp. So, it's a handy resource out there if you're wanting some deeper, strategic secrets to really kickstart your momentum.
So, there you have it. We've walked through the entire roadmap today. You now know those non-negotiable baseline requirements, you know the exact revenue splits for shorts versus long form, you understand the surprisingly straightforward payment logistics, and you've seen the very real compounding reality of those earnings. Which really just leaves us with one final exciting question for you. What will your very first upload be about? It is officially time to take that first step. Thanks for joining me on this explainer today. I really hope this cleared up the whole mystery for you, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what you create.